Champy, you ready? You ready for the action? Are you ready for the action, Champy? Come here. I can rest my poor head, gather my thoughts in sweet silence. Is this place where the feelings are dead from an overexposure to violence? And is this place I can slowly face, the only one I truly can know? These are tears from a long time ago. Got these tears from a long time ago. I need to cry 30 years or so. These are tears from a long time ago. Oh darling, you say unto me, where have you been all my lifetime? I have been swimming 7 sad seas. All women have tossed me their lifelines. I like that dog. You ever heard the Champ Shannon? You ever heard the Champ Shannon sing? He makes you smile. Happy Friday night date night. I didn't mean to cause you any sorrow. Didn't mean to cause you any pain. Only one time to see you laughing. Only want to see you laughing in that purple rain. Purple rain, purple rain. Purple rain, purple rain. Purple rain, purple rain. Only wanna see you laughing in that purple rain. Oh, good Lord, good Lord, good Lord, good Lord, good Lord. That's some fine medicine. Happy Friday. What is happening with everyone? Did I actually go live on YouTube tonight? I did. Congratulations to me. I'm so glad that you want to hear from me. What do you think, Champy? What's that song? What are you doing? You gonna sing? Every time I see you now, get that look in my eye. Every time I see your mouth, I hear that smile. The early misty morning, light, I heard the engine turning in the old Ford outside. Well, you were leaving me again today. You would convince me again today. You're leaving this hot town looking for someone else's golden ring. Should I say so long, Susanna? Wait, Susanna. Hush now, don't you cry. So long, Susanna. Don't you cry for me. You know what I noticed tonight? How long have I been doing this? 2.5 years? And I think I've been singing the guitar the whole time. I've never looked at the camera when I sang. Never. Or I'd glance like a coy little oops. The human mind is a fascinating thing, isn't it? Like in my mind, by not looking at the camera, am I somehow not singing? I feel better already. Oh, thank you so much. Happy to be here. Date night. Welcome. If you got a date, great. If I'm your date, awesome. Let's have fun tonight. Friday night date night, otherwise known as just another day in the daily practice. We're gonna try to do some stuff. We're gonna maybe confront some stuff. We're gonna maybe succeed. We're gonna maybe fail. Had a really nice talk today with someone who's going to be our speaker on February 3rd for the AI Salon Presents. I just saw a piece of work from an ex-creative director, and I think I'm going to ask him to be on the AI Salon Presents. So having a good connected day. And I looked at the camera while I sang. Good Lord. The wonders never cease. Are you talking about AI today? I may. There's some new stuff from OpenAI. So one of the things I'm gonna do tonight is I've got some work to do on creating some more posts for my Washington D.C. trip for the AI Salon, hosting a bunch of startups in D.C. next week. So I got to get that. I want to finish the thing I started last night. And that shouldn't take long. Like all the work's already done. It's literally setting up the posts. And then I think I might head over to ChatGPT and look at what's new. And then I saw, I don't know, an hour ago, it looks like they released Claude Co-work to Claude Pro subscribers. It was only available to Max subscribers, which is like $100 or $200 a month. And I didn't have that, but I do have Pro. I am paying the $20 a month, so we'll see. Kinda an anime connoisseur 101. Yeah, this channel is, listen, if you're neurospicy, you might enjoy it here. If you don't mind neurospicy people and ADD and the person leading the conversation not to follow a rigid agenda, then you might like it here. If you're here to check off the qualifications checkbox and get the course, probably not going to be for you. Here's the way I like to think about this channel now. I'm using this time for me personally as an extension of my daily practice centered around AI. It's something that I started doing because within the AI Salon, which I'm the co-founder of and the co-host of, we launched the AI Salon Mastermind practice, and weekly we meet with anyone who's part of the AI Salon Mastermind. Anyone who wants to design their own practice, we meet once a week to do that. We're coming up on the end of our first cycle, and it's been a profound experience for me. And I didn't, even though I was leading it, I did not start truly doing a daily practice until about 2 months in. So I've been doing it for about 3 weeks now. And it's really quite profound. So what does that look like? It's the difference between just showing up and playing with AI, just kind of mindlessly meandering through the AI wonderland, and coming in with intention and really thinking about who am I and what do I want and what are my values and what do I want more of? And then how can I use AI to amplify that? And that's tremendously exciting. It's tremendously powerful, but it's also scarier than shit. Because have you ever taken a moment to center yourself and just ask the very simple question, what do I want more of? It's a bitch. TikTok pin. I follow because you play guitar well. Oh man, thank you. And I want to learn more about AI. Wow. Well, thank you very much. It's funny. I define myself as a not good guitar player, as a tinkerer. But I've been tinkering for a lot of years, so maybe there's something there. Thank you. I appreciate that. And yeah, so here's the real trick with this channel. You'll notice in here there's some people that are probably already chattering back and forth with each other, saying hello to each other, maybe answering each other's questions. They're what we call the irregulars. and they're weird. They're not weird. They're irregular. They're a self-proclaimed group. They show up here night after night after night after night. And why they do that is that this is a space where, yes, I create this container and I am goofy and do some things sometimes. But this is really an opportunity for all of us to just be in the conversation about AI. So some nights I might be full on teaching stuff. Some nights I just might be useless in terms of giving you input, but the space is still here. So you can use it to experiment with tools or center yourself and figure out what you want to do, or just have it as background noise. A lot of people use this instead of sleeping pills, which I highly encourage. Just let the sound of my meandering voice send you off to slumberland. But just use it as a space to be in the conversation, because 2026 is about to get fucking surreal. It's about to get wild. The tools, the last 6 months of 2025 let us know that these things are getting seriously powerful. And 2026 is, I think, when we start to hit the vertical part of the acceleration curve. I don't think we've hit it yet. I think we're about to hit it. And none of us, not one of us, have ever been through that before. We don't know what that looks like. When the AI tools start getting good enough to start improving themselves, shit's going to get wild. Like the Claude co-work thing that I just talked about that launched for Claude Pro users, that was written entirely 100% by Claude Opus 4.5. Like all the lines of code. You know, I'm sure there was an engineer there stewarding it, but that engineer didn't write any of the code. I lost my job to AI. So now I'm trying to make money with AI. Good. You can make money with ChatGPT. Here's the one thing I can tell you. Anyone that's selling you these bullshit courses on how to make money with ChatGPT, or whatever flavor of that it is these days, how they're making their money is taking your money to tell you how to make money with ChatGPT. I can promise you that. That I know. I think you're in the right place. So, Brandon, if you'd be so kind, pop up the URL for the AI Salon. The AI Salon, I started the AI Salon the week ChatGPT came out. This is my second time in the big technological revolution movie. I was there for the early days of the World Wide Web. When the World Wide Web came onto the scene, I started one of the first digital agencies, a company called Agency.com. So I've been through one of these technical revolutions before, and I can tell you that we're very early. You're not as late as you think you might be. This one is way bigger, way different, way more profound than the World Wide Web was, and we know that transformed everything. So I started the AI Salon, community.thesalon.ai. I started that the week ChatGPT came out. I also started this channel that same week. What I knew from my experience back then was, when you're in the birth of a new technological phase, there's nowhere you can actually learn how to do it. It's not possible. And with AI, it's even worse because it's changing every 3 weeks. I mean, the World Wide Web, it had transformations, but it was the same base technology. The base technology of the World Wide Web was the hyperlink, the ability to click on a hyperlink and jump from server to server. That was the core technological revolution. Everything else was just flower dressing around that. AI is way more profound than that, way more profound. So welcome. And join the AI Salon. If you go to community.thesalon.ai, there's a little 4-step welcome thing. The second step is introduce yourself. So jump in there and introduce yourself. Okay. And wake up in someone else's TikTok live. Oh, when you go to sleep to mine? Yeah, exactly. You're like, Kyle sounds weird. Oh, that's not Kyle. Okay, so kids, where we're going to start tonight is I'm gonna go to the AI Salon. And here is my first post talking about Washington, D.C. So if you go to the AI Salon and go to the salon announcements, which I think is like the 5th one down, or the 4th one in community and events, salon announcements, you'll see that we're taking the AI Salon to DC. And so what I created yesterday was a series of posts for this weekend and next week when I'm in DC. And so we're going to populate all those posts tonight. So I did 3 of them last night and 1 went live. And now we're going to do some more. Okay, so we're going to create an article. And we did Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So now I need to find not Sunday. DC Flyin. I need to find Monday. Wednesday. Tuesday. Okay, Monday the 19th. Here's the spine of the week. All right, and then the other thing I had, the way this worked, I took the run of show of what's happening next week. I threw it into ChatGPT. I told it some things about the AI Salon. It knows some things about the AI Salon. And I had it just write posts. I haven't read these posts. They're about 80% of the way there. So what I'm doing here is copying from ChatGPT, going over here to Mighty Networks, and just literally pasting the crap in. Spine of the week, quick preview. Okay. So here's the spine of the week. If no one knows that we're going to DC, here's the preview of our DC Flyin. And I think, Vicky, you'll know this. Is Flyin got a dash in it? I think it does. Kishan De Milan, Happy New Year. Kishan, immediate you. Please no advertising in the comments, Kishan, on LinkedIn. Please don't do that. Please don't do that. If you want to contribute to the community, contribute to the community. If you want to market to them, do that somewhere else. All right. I'm going to say this is the week! Exclamation point. Here's a quick preview of what we're convening in DC and why it matters. Wednesday, January 21st, breakfast and walk on the Capitol. We're doing the very glamorous thing where adults eat eggs and then speed walk together. I guess that's fine. I mean, I don't think I would write that, but it's not horrible. Capitol Hill briefing with the Abundance Institute, open to Hill staff. I'll give welcome remarks, and then the roundtable will begin. Then the round table moderated by the Abundance Institute will begin. Okay. Welcome reception at Silver Lion, the Riggs building. Daisy Thomas and I will give welcome remarks. We'll have Flyin participants together in one room, plus friends and partners joining. That's fine. That's good. Welcome. I'm just going to say welcome reception. We don't need to know where that is necessarily. All right. Anybody have any questions? Like, why the hell would I watch this? Might be one. I get so damn excited every day when I learn something new. Eric Trong. Yeah, you can absolutely, we call them Kevin McAllister moments. That moment from Home Alone. You can have one of those daily if you want. The thing that's wild about AI is how quickly you can normalize it. Like how quickly you can just normalize. Oh yeah, we can just speak shit into existence now. Yeah. What's not? It's kind of a drag that it codes for a week straight and it made some mistakes. Wait, what? It coded for a week straight? did the thing it built actually work? Yeah, but it had some bugs. But it worked? Yeah. That happened this week. Yeah, we're in a wild time. We really are. It's fucking far out. Can I get rid of this? I guess I can't. Okay, morning prep, Tuesday, morning prep, congressional office meetings, roundtable, congressional AI task force, and then White House. And then I'm going to say in parallel with the roundtable, White House and Commerce meetings, including a confirmed Department of Commerce. We'll just call this briefing because meeting is said twice. The goal isn't AI optimism. That's not right. The kind of policy. I'm just going to lose that. Tomorrow I'll share what Daisy and I will be doing inside the flow of the day so you can see and follow along. Okay, so this is the preview of the week ahead. So now we're going to add header media. Where did I put it? I think I put it in Google Drive. Look at me being able to actually find something 2 nights in a row. That one's pretty cool. Yeah, I think these ones that are more like people sitting around doing shit, that'll be the ones for the week. I think this is a good aspirational one. All right, so let's add that in. Let's let Mighty Networks crash, and we'll do it again. All right. You get to upload it twice for convenience. Okay, save that. Okay, here's a quick, let's see, Wednesday. I think we're going to do, this is a lighter day, but we are co-hosting a round table discussion with AI founders that is open to Capitol Hill staff as a joint effort with the Abundance Institute. Then have some of the day to ourselves and a opening reception that night. I'll put fancy exclamation point. Fancy exclamation point. Okay, so that's Wednesday. Thursday. This is the meat of the Flyin, and when black bar, sorry about that. Carrying on, rather. Cheerio, pip pip. Okay, this is the meat of the Flyin, and when this is the meat of Flyin, and when the real relationship building is done. So let me talk about this a little bit. Right, relationship building happens. These meetings are not in response to any specific bill, but rather a proactive way for us to get our individual voices in front of Congressional, Senate, and White House staff so that when there is some specific bill where they need input, chances are high they will think of our org or our members. I think that's important to put some context in there. I should mention homework. What is the homework? Did we talk about the homework? Just that there will be homework? Producer Brandon's giving me notes. Oh, yeah, okay, I will do that. Great, thank you. Beautiful, beautiful, fantastic there, Producer Brandon. Yeah, Producer Brandon, he does the good work over there on the side. He's behind the scenes. He doesn't get on camera a lot. He's got more of a, radio face. No, he doesn't. He's quite a pleasant man. I do like making fun of him, though. Vibe Cinema 2025. Oh, yeah, manners. Thank you, Brandon. I might need to get some social interactions back in my life. I'll miss the shot collar moment. All right, cool. Beautiful. Let's see. So let's make this not bold. What did I do? Let's make this not bold. Let's make this not bold. Let's make these dates bigger. We'll call those heading 2s. Yeah, look at that. Nice. Right? Boom. Heading 2. Look at this fancy shit. Can we do this in color? I bet we can. No, we can't. Whatever. All right. This is the meat of the Flyin. Okay, so this is for Monday. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do schedule post. Boom. So we're going to do Monday, the 19th at 6:30 a.m. Mountain Time. And that will make it 8:30 East Coast time. The other thing that I'm going to check to do, we're going to notify, so that thing is scheduled. So now if I go to my scheduled posts, I should have 3 in here. I do. Look. So here's the 17th, here's the 18th, here's the 19th. They're all going to Salon announcements. They all have notify turned on. They all have pretty pictures. They have a nice pretty picture. He went down to the store. He got a nice tomato. If you're new here and you're thinking, he's a little left of center, isn't he? Yeah, I am. Sometimes it's really fun in here. Sometimes at my expense. Sometimes it's not fun in here. Also at my expense. Kyle cracks himself up. Yeah, I have learned over the years that what this channel really is an opportunity for me to crack jokes that I then laugh at. And there's no explanation for why I'm laughing, because it's not a joke in the traditional sense, like something's actually funny. It's just, shit going on up here. Okay. Fantastic. Let's do another one. Oh, by the way, if you're new here also, and you're still here, that's on you. But tomorrow, when someone says, "What did you do last night?" and you struggle to answer the question, you're like, uh, I, I kind of watched a guy make some social media posts. Why'd you do that? I don't know. I don't. That's normal. That's a normal feeling. If you're flummoxed tomorrow, what happened? It's kind of like going on a blackout drunk bender. Lie to them. What'd you do last night? I had a hot date. You know what? She was really into AI. We talked about AI all night. It was fantastic. She was awesome. You gonna see her again? Yeah. Weeknights. What? Never mind. I'm okay. Oh God, I love entertaining myself. I am such a card. Such a card. Really hilarious sometimes what I do. Wouldn't you say? What Daisy and I are actually doing in this. This is a shitty headline. Okay, so this is going to say, not that. This is going to say, and so it begins. And so it begins. The DC, good Lord, learn to type. The DC lol on TikTok, Johnny D, kind of hoping he would address one of our questions. So Johnny D, awesome point. Awesome point. I occasionally do. And in fact, the one that I'm going to address right now is the one where you said you kind of hope I would address some of your questions. So it has been addressed. If anyone has any specific questions, let me know and they'll pin it. And let's see, you haven't missed. Okay, so if there's a really specific question that you have, ask it. I may choose to keep going down this path because part of how I'm using this time is to. Okay, how do I put this? I spent 2.5 years in this channel just dicking around, and dicking around, just playing with shit, answering questions, doing all that stuff. And what I realized is that's 10 hours a week of my time where all this energy was going out, but it wasn't necessarily advancing me or advancing my craft. And so this year I've shifted this into using this as part of my daily practice. And part of what a daily practice looks like is it puts more intentionality in what you do, but some of that just looks like shitty work. So if you have specific questions, ask them. I will try to answer them as I can. I'd like to learn about Perplexity AI. Any experience? I have a decent amount of experience with Perplexity AI, but I haven't used it in, good Lord, probably close to a year, 9 months. And the reason for that is that, and it's not a bad tool, it's a really good tool. All of the other large language models, with the exception of anything Meta's doing, Meta sort of fell off the planet with this stuff. But Google, Anthropic, OpenAI, isn't there another one? Perplexity, but all of the other ones have, Manus, GenSpark, have all dramatically deepened their ability to do research. Perplexity from the beginning was like this weird combination of a large language model and a Google search. It was like good at research and it would package it up well and it would write it well. So if you want to do research, Perplexity is still really good. I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll hop over there right now. And I will just sort of play knowing Perplexity. Knowing that I haven't played here in a while. And so the interface is likely different than what I remember and where stuff is. I know the last time I came here, I tried to find something specific and I could not. Spaces discovered library. Okay. So that must be deep research. Create files and apps. Turn your ideas into docs, slides, dashboards, and more. 50 queries remaining this month. Oh, that's kind of cool. All right, so let's try this. This is a new feature. I think they could do this before, but they've elevated it. So this means set the sources for the search. So one of the things you can do on Perplexity is you can say, I just want you to search Wikipedia, or I just want you to search my Google Drive. In this case, you can connect your Google Drive. And there's other connectors. So that's a cool thing you can do. You can attach files, you can do dictation, you can talk to it. Plan latest news. Okay, so it's just like ChatGPT, but I think what we're going to do is I'm going to say, make me a presentation on the history of Legos and the significance of the new smart brick that was announced at CES 2026. And that, I would argue, Johnny D, is a really shitty prompt. Presentation, missing a T. By the way, if you're new to AI, typos don't matter anymore. You can just, these things just understand everything we do. you can have 20 typos in a sentence and it'll figure it out. I don't know how, well, I know how it does it, but it still blows my mind that it does it. Okay. I would argue that that's a shitty prompt. If you're new to this AI stuff, one of the ways to get mediocre, hallucination-filled answers is to give shitty generic prompts. Perplexity is actually pretty good at taking a shitty prompt and doing some thinking through it. It's one of the things they've always been good at. That's a place where I think the other models have caught up. So that's why I don't use this as much. But let's see what it does. All right, I will research Lego's history via web searches and a detailed CES 2026 smart brick thing. Okay, there it's starting to code our presentation. If you want to learn, coding, here's some HTML. I think it's writing some CSS action right now. You can watch it code. If you've never seen one of these things code before, that's pretty cool. Pretty cool watching them do that. Can we close this? I assume we can close this. Oh, look. Okay, let's see. Okay, that wrote the text, but Jesus, that's bad. Where is the, how do I, let me close that. The presentation uses, this presentation has no research. It might. Oh, no, it does. 15 sources. So there's 15 sources here. So let's see. This presentation has no images or visuals for one of the most visually compelling products in history. Do better. You can yell at your LLMs. In fact, knowing what you want and guiding your LLM to give you better answers is part of the magic of how you do it. What are your thoughts on probabilistic pattern predictions? I don't know a lot about the math of this stuff. So I don't like. I don't know. I don't have a good answer for that. I know that I know that we're living in a time now where a lot of people are interacting with AI expecting it to be probabilistic, and it's not. It's it's generative. It's generating this stuff based on probabilities of thousand-dimensional mathematical latent space. And I think because it's so good at what it does, people think that it's copying and pasting, and it's more probabilistic than it is, and they get really frustrated when it's not. Okay, this added some images. I find this really disappointing. Let me show you something. Okay, we're gonna run down a quick rabbit hole here. Yee! And then I'm gonna get back to my work because I have work to do. Okay, copy. We're gonna go to GenSpark. If you haven't been to GenSpark, I'm gonna take the same prompt, GenSpark AI, and I'm gonna go to AI slides. I'm going to paste in that exactly as I did before, and I'm going to turn this thing loose. There's no such thing as a quick rabbit hole. Shut up, Source Camp. Shut up. Shut up. Okay, presentation. So one of the things that you'll notice in GenSpark is it uses tools, using the tool presentation. So it's setting up a presentation space. Using the tool deep thinking, it's doing some research. Using the tool presentation, it created an outline, or it's creating an outline. So we'll see what this does. We'll see if this gives us better design and if it uses any images. It'll be fascinating to see. You can. I see you're wanting to do some political advocacy stuff. It looks like Johnny D. I mean, I would experiment with it. I would go to, like, don't just rely on a single tool. Do it in Perplexity. See how well Perplexity researches it. Throw ChatGPT in deep research mode. See how it does it. Do the same thing in Claude. Do the same thing in Gemini. Look at how all of them do it. One of the things we talk about in the AI Salon is what we call the cycle of AI readiness. And the first step of the cycle of AI readiness is play first. Second one is create excellence. The third one is generously lead. So what that would look like in your case is you say, okay, I want to do some advocacy or whatever, some politicking.
Hey, Kyle, that was on me. It's actually legal briefs. I read his initial comment wrong.
It's a lot
trying to understand legal briefs.
But even the same thing, even with something like legal briefs, like go play with different tools and see which one does better. Because what I'm confident of right now is that any of the major tools, and I would consider Perplexity one of the major tools, any of the major tools are good enough right now to probably do 90% of what you want them to do, probably exceed your expectations. So they're all really, really good. But what's going to happen is you're going to find that, oh, Claude, the way Claude writes, or the way it constructs arguments, or the way Gemini does what it does, that's how I think. There's going to be one of them that has a personality that's more in line with who you are. So the most important thing is center yourself first. Don't worry which tool. Figure out what you want to do and start with that, and then go play with a bunch of different tools. And in doing that, you'll learn some things. You'll probably find one that does it really well, and then you can sort of run down that. And that's where you move into that second stage of create excellence. That's where you're going to refine and curate and do all that sort of happy horse shit. And then generously lead is about getting yourself in a community like the AI Salon and sharing what you're learning. Hey, I went to do this thing. Here's what I learned. Here's what it did. All that sort of stuff. So cool. All right, fantastic. So this is making a deck. It at least tried to do visuals here. So I think what I'm going to do is stop it, and I'm going to say, your slides are boring. There are incredible Lego images you could be creating. So let's not be lazy, shall we? Let's see how it responds to that. Upgrade the deck, visual impact by adding high quality Lego images. It's doing image searches. So boom, look, it went and found a bunch of images. And this is the thing that Perplexity used to be really good at. Perplexity used to be awesome at this. It just kind of automatically did it. So I don't know why it's not now. And this didn't default to it either. But anyway, so I guess it'll go add shit into the presentation. So we'll come back to that. Okay, let me go get back to my work. Hey, Brandon, remind me to come back to GenSpark. Look at our Lego deck later. And so it begins. The DC Flyin kicks off today! Exclamation point. If you've ever wondered what hosting a fly-in looks like, it's basically equal parts choreography, emotional steadiness, and making sure no one ends up in the wrong building. Here's what Daisy, Thomas, and I will be. Here's where we'll be plugged in. Capitol Hill briefing. I'm just going to say noon. New TikTok question. Edom, when do you think AI is coming where I just tell it what to do? Okay, that's an awesome question. I'll take a detour for this one. And I know I just took a detour for another one. And some of you might be saying, but Kyle, you're not doing your work. Is this really what a daily practice looks like? And you're correct. This is not what a daily practice looks like. Shut up. It is my firm belief, having been inside this conversation for 3 years, that 2026 is the first year that we see the beginnings of that, what you're asking. This week, today's Friday, this week, the CEO of Cursor, I forget his name, Steven something. The CEO of Cursor made a post that they put GPT 5.2 Pro inside Cursor, and they said, write me a web browser from scratch. And it worked for a week straight with no breaks, needed no human interaction for a week straight. And it wrote more than 3 million lines of code across thousands of files. It wrote its own rendering engine. And basically, at the end of the week, they had a functional web browser. It still had problems. It wasn't perfect, but a week straight. Also, this past week, there are these 1,500 math problems called, I don't know how to pronounce it. I think it's Erdos, the Erdos problems that are basically unsolvable math problems by this mathematician from, I don't know, 19th century. I don't know, sometime back. I don't know math, so I'm not good with numbers. But 3 of them were solved by ChatGPT 5.2 Pro in 3 days. 3 of them were solved and verified by the mathematicians that run that thing. 732, 728, and 729 or something like that. Yesterday, I had an idea for a marketing campaign for my company, Storyvine, and I had about a 45-minute window between 2 meetings. And I thought, wonder how far I can get in 45 minutes. I came up with a creative brief and about, 50 different social media executed graphics that were on brand, on message, and basically usable. Like I launched that marketing campaign the same day I made it. So we're right on the cusp of that territory. If the question is when are we going to be able to just turn it loose and sit back and let it go, probably 3 years. But I think we see in 2026 someone's going to create an agentic tool that's so good that everyone goes, oh shit. I think that's this year. Okay, Capitol Hill briefing noon. I'll open with welcome remarks to the founders of the startups that will be speaking to congressional and Senate staff. The Abundance Institute. Oh, wait, this is. Oh, this. Okay, wait, this is. Wait, this one goes. Oh, this one goes Tuesday. Oh, and so it begins. No, it doesn't. Kicks off tomorrow. Let's see. And so this is completely wrong. What happens tomorrow at the DC Flyin? I had my days a little confused and twisted. If you ever wondered about hosting Flyin, basically here's what. Let's see. Here's what Daisy. Okay, so this is just going to be. Today is a. Damn it. Today is a travel day where Daisy Thomas and the AI founders head to our nation's capital. Other than hydrating, there's not a lot for us to do, though we will probably grab a nice meal and connect. Okay, let's change this to heading 2. Let's see. Here's what's coming up tomorrow. Let's make this a heading 3. Capital briefing. Welcome reception evening. Capitol Hill briefing. We'll lead the discussion. So that's that. And then this, change style, heading 2. Breakfast and meeting prep. We all meet at a nice townhouse right near Capitol Hill. Might even be on Capitol Hill. And have breakfast and get our specific assignments for the day. John Potter will moderate roundtable with congressional representatives. Looks like y'all are having good conversations with one another. Fantastic. Do that. Amazing. Have a wonderful trip. Thank you so much, Sawyer. I appreciate that. Sawyer's stash. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. Okay, meetings in congressional and Senate offices where.
Hey, Kyle.
Yeah.
I hate to interrupt your regularly scheduled broadcast of the AI Learning Lab.
Go on.
I just happened to notice that we unexpectedly got 41 people on Twitter out of nowhere. So figured we might want to pause and tell the good folks at home who we are and what we do here.
What the hell's going on? Well, hello there, everyone who just popped in from Twitter. My name is Kyle Shannon. This is the AI Learning Lab. It's Friday night date night. I go live 5 nights a week talking about AI and life and other things like that. I treat these sessions as part of my daily practice where I'm learning and figuring out how to use AI. I've been doing this 2.5 years now. And the whole purpose of this channel is to explore what's possible with AI, use AI to amplify ideas that I'm doing, projects I'm working on, explore new things, answer questions. So if anyone has questions, I'm happy to answer them. Just pop them in the comments and they show up for me and for producer Brandon, who you just heard. If you're not a member of the AI Salon, go check out community.thesalon.ai. You land on a welcome page and it talks about our cycle of AI readiness, and there's a page there with our values on it. It's a community of about 4,000 AI optimists who are all putting humans at the center of the conversation and using AI as an amplifier of our ideas, as opposed to, battling with AI or trying to compete against it. I think that's a losing cause. I think that's how a lot of people think about it, that AI is this thing that we've got to beat somehow. We're not going to. If you flip your perspective and say that the actual most important part of the interaction with AI comes from us, that we're at the center, then what it forces you to do is be a bit more intentional about how you use AI. Because you start to ask questions like, well, who am I? What do I value? Who's important to me? What are the ways I want to impact them, right? What are the ways I might want to change things? Do I want to improve my family? Do I want to make something really cool for my kid? Like producer Brandon spends a lot of time using AI to make remarkable things for his children, books and songs and games, and he lets them kind of have the agency to imagine whatever it is they want to imagine, and then he helps guide them through using AI to take their ideas and bring them to life. And it's absolutely remarkable. And so it's a community of people who, we've got this thing called the cycle of AI readiness, which is play first, create excellence, and generously lead. You just keep repeating that. And play first looks like just go play with AI without expectations. Just go play with AI. And in doing that, what you're going to discover is that AI can probably do something that you didn't even know was possible, but that you're really excited about. You're like, oh, that's amazing. I'm gonna run down that rabbit hole. And then you'll go play with another one and you'll run down that rabbit hole. And in doing that playing, you'll start to figure out where the edges are of the technology and what you can do with it. And then you can start to do things like, I've got this specific problem at work. And now that I've seen how these tools work, maybe I can solve that problem at work, or maybe I can solve that problem with my family or the community center or whatever it is. Doesn't matter. Take some problem and try to solve it with AI. And then generously lead is about sharing what you're learning in the journey, like being in the community of the AI Salon. We've got these things called LOLs, Learn Out Louds, where you can sign up with Vicky Baptiste or with Brandon. He can connect you with Vicky if she's not here tonight, but I think she is. Where if you want to teach the community something, you can just sign up for an hour and just teach them anything you want for an hour, 2 hours, whatever your tolerance is for teaching things. And so we're constantly challenging one another and questioning one another and asking questions of one another and taking what we're learning and sharing that with other people. Because what I can promise you is that there's no physical way with our brains to keep up with the pace of AI. It is by far accelerated past what you can keep up with. So there's no way you can actually learn it because it's too vast, it's too big, and it's moving way too fast. But what you can do is you can be in a community of people that are all curious about this stuff. And all of the people with all their different points of view are going to use different pieces of the puzzle. And so you'll get to experience a lot more of what's possible. So I think being in community as AI gets increasingly capable, and it will take jobs, being in a community and getting your head around what this stuff makes possible and how you can use it to amplify your ideas, I think that's a survival mechanism. Vicky's here. Where else would I be? That's awesome. Anyway, welcome. And so what I'm doing right now is next week, the AI Salon, we're hosting a Washington, D.C. fly-in where we've got, 13 or 14 AI startup founders coming into D.C. We're doing roundtable discussions. We're doing talks on Capitol Hill, in the Senate, and the White House, and just telling stories about how we're all using AI and how it's changing things. This is the third one that we've done. And what I've learned in doing these is that the thing I thought was sort of the least... I thought when I went to DC initially that it was my job to sort of figure out the legislation and become a politician, right? And that's not it. What I've learned is that our legislators, the only thing they're hearing from their constituents about AI, for the most part, is AI is evil. AI is going to kill us. It uses too much electricity. It's the world's greatest plagiarism machine. It's just all this negative, like all these negative tropes coming at them. And so they're in this very defensive position. They're in this very defensive posture, like, must protect against AI. What we do in these fly-ins is we're coming in a proactive way. We're not coming in there to say, hey, you need to vote, X, Y, or Z on this bill. We're coming in to say, hey, we're a group of founders and individuals that are using AI to amplify our businesses, amplify ourselves and what we can do. And here's the difference it made in our lives. And here's the difference it made in the lives of the people of the AI Salon. And what blows my mind is that first, it's like a sense of relief on the staffer's face. Like, we're not coming there to kick their ass. We're like there just to educate them and just say, hey, have you thought about the opportunity side of this AI thing and the individuals and the small companies? Because I know you're worried about all the big companies, but there's a bunch of us out here trying to make this stuff work. And the other thing is that those individual stories make a real difference. It really opens up the eyes of these legislators to say, we got to think about this differently. So it's very much a relationship building trip. And that's next week. So I'm really excited about it. Okay. YouTube comment. Praise the Lord for AI. Yeah, and if anyone has any questions, feel free to pop them in the chat. I'm just working on some posts. 8 a.m. to 30. Okay, meetings with congressional and Senate offices where AI startup founders will speak with staff members about their experiences with AI and build relationships and offer to be part of the conversation in the future. And that's what this really is about. Is at some point some legislation is going to come in front of these legislators, and they're going to say, I got to talk to someone who knows what they're doing. Oh, you know what? Those people from the AI Salon, they seem to know what they were doing. Let me reach out to them. And they'll reach out to their staff and they'll go, who do we talk to from the AI Salon? Oh, you talked to these two startup founders and the guy that runs it. So TikTok comment. Let's see. AI is good if it's free on the same level as government. Yeah, Eden, yes. But in bad hands, it will do more harm than any good. Well, Edom, listen, there is, like any technology, like right now with non-AI technology, there are bad actors and there are good actors. There are black hat hackers and there are white hat hackers. That dynamic doesn't change with AI. And yeah, I agree. There are people that can do bad things with AI, but there are also people that look for those people that also have access to AI. What we're focused on here is not the theoretical what could happen if. Here's my philosophy on this stuff. I don't know a lot of things in this world. The one thing that I am about 99.999% sure of is that AI is not going away. And so if that's true, and I could be wrong, but I have never in my life seen so much investment and so much acceleration and so much profound power delivered in a short amount of time as I have with AI. And, you know, ChatGPT going from 0 users to 800 million users in essentially 2 years, 2.5 years, is unprecedented. The speed of that adoption. So it's not going away. So if it's not going away, then we have two options. Two. You can sit on the sidelines and go, bad shit could happen. That shouldn't happen. And not deal with it, or you can deal with it. And what dealing with it looks like, in my opinion, is learn as much as we can about what it actually is, not what the tropes tell us. Learn how it works. Learn what it's good at. Learn what it's not good at. Learn how you can take these tools and fill in gaps that you might have in your life. Like, I don't have a good enough attention span to do coding. I'm great conceptually, but the minute I get into the code, it makes my head fucking explode and I hate it. So I can now take AI and I can fill in that gap. That's absolutely remarkable. But I would never know that that was possible if I'm just sitting on the sidelines bitching about what might possibly happen. That's out of your control. It's out of my control. What's in your control? What's in your control and what's in every one of our control on this call is that we can say, I'm going to take responsibility for me. I'm going to make sure that I maintain my agency as a human being to understand what these tools make possible, understand who I am, what my values are, and the difference I want to make in the world. And then I'm going to use these profoundly powerful tools at my discretion to do the shit I want to do. That seems like a much better path to me than sitting on the sidelines and letting this thing slap you upside the head, because it's going to. Like, it's coming whether we want it or not. So this channel is about, well, let's play with what's in our control. And let's think about it critically, and let's talk about the shit that's not good, and let's talk about what the dangers are. But let's also look at what it makes possible, and let's look at what we can do in our lives with it. So, pre-Reverend Kyle, worth mentioning. ChatGPT, better memory. Oh, okay. While I'm off on a tangent here, if you want to go check out ChatGPT, especially if you're international, if you're from elsewhere in the globe than the States, ChatGPT has a plan called the Go plan, which is $8 a month. So for $8 a month, you get a decent amount of the paid features, and you get it so that they're not training on your data, which that's an important thing. That's now expanding globally. They also just made some changes to memory. They improved memory. So memory used to be able to sort of remember your past year or so of conversations. It now apparently is your entire memory. And it's apparently gotten better. So I don't know. I haven't played with it at all yet. And there are some new personality options and settings. I'm not going to go play with them because maybe I'll do it next week. No, I'm going to be in DC next week. I don't know when I'm going to do it. I'll play with it and let you know at some point. But it might be worth going to play with. The other thing, if you were not here for AI Festivus, on December 26th and 27th, we did this event called AI Festivus, where we had 48 speakers. It was some ridiculous amount of speakers, 42 or 48 speakers, 12 hours a day for 2 days, talking about AI and what you can do with it and what they're doing with it and teaching things. And we had a preview of a musical that I wrote about AI. If you want to see those sessions, you can get the deluxe replay bundle of those sessions and a whole bunch of things that goes with them, like the transcripts and Notebook LM presentations and Jellypod podcasts of each presentation. There's all this stuff you get. So if you go to AIFestivus.com, you can buy the replay bundle for $27. It's like the best the best deal. It's the best deal this side of the Pecos. Did your GenSpark finish? Let's go see. I asked GenSpark to make me a Lego presentation. Did it do it? Is this it? Oh. Let's see. What did it do? Yeah, it did it. All right, view and export. Presentation view. So what I asked, this is a presentation about 45 minutes ago. I went into GenSpark and I gave it a shitty prompt. I said, build me a presentation on the history of Legos and talk about the significance of the new smart brick that was announced at CES. From wooden toys to connected creativity. And then it made the first pass it was just visually horrible. And I said, go find Lego images and make it prettier. And so this is what it made. So you and I are seeing this at the exact same time. Okay. That looks nice. Nice start. Origins from wood to brick, 1932. Old Kirk founds Billand Workshop. Lego name officially adopted. Factory fire and reconstruction. Patent 1958. Patent for stud and tube coupling. Well, this is cool. And look at the little minifigs behind the things. So Duplo, Technic, minifigure, 1980. Lego Dacta Educational Division, 1998 Mindstorms. Video games era, 2008. Lego Kuso, I don't even know what that is, pilot program in Japan, allowing fans to submit designs for official sets. That's cool. Lego Ideas, community scale. Connected Play, 2017. Lego Boost, 2019. Powered Up, 2019. Spike Prime, Hidden Side. Mindstorm ends. The iconic robotics brand is retired. 2026 CES reveal, the Smart Brick. What is it? It's a unified, screen-free, intelligent core that brings physical builds to life. Designed to merge coding, sensing, and play without complex app dependencies. That's so cool. What's it got? An accelerometer, light sensing, sound sensor, speaker and synth, wireless charging. Education, storytelling, accessibility, platform strategy. One brick, limitless worlds. Smart brick isn't just for toys. It's a universal interactive core. Risks and guardrails. Adoption path. From studs to systems. Only the best is good enough. There you go. That's it. Not bad. It just went off and did that. And these are all HTML. You can see all the code of them here. Like every slide is an HTML design. Wild. It's wild and wacky stuff. Okay, finish your loop. Yeah, exactly. Okay, meetings in congressional and Senate offices. Okay, I'll also be with the group doing the White House commerce meetings. I'll be with the group. This group make the that doesn't matter. Doing similar education and Q&A sessions with White House staff. We're bringing builders, we're bringing nuance, we're building creators and builders. We're bringing authentic voices, and we're bringing the AI Salon. We're bringing the AI Salon human-centered, optimistic ethos into rooms that usually don't get any of it. Our stories matter a lot, and this trip will have an impact. I'll sign my name because this is from me. Okay, so this is for Tuesday. I think that's good. I'll go proofread these before they go. So we're going to do 6:30 a.m. on Tuesday the 20th. Schedule post, notify everyone. Okay. Beautiful. That's fantastic, Bob. Really good. This is really good stuff. It's solid. It's really good. It's really solid stuff. Fantastic. All right, so back here, and we're in Salon announcements, and we're going to create an article. Astrocade. Maybe. I guess I could finish these tomorrow. What time is it? All right, you want to end with some fun? This has been a non-focused day. Today is the day. This has been a non-focused practice day. That's okay. Mimi and I were playing hooky for a bit. Sorry. You two scofflaws. you know you're going to get demerits, right? You can't get too many AI Learning Lab demerits. Bad things happen. Bad things happen. You can't be late. You can't play hooky. You can't play hooky. They were probably off building some cool shit. Okay, all right. DC Flyin Day. Here's what we'll be focused on start to finish, helping founders show up as humans, using AI to make a difference for themselves and their companies. Let's say for themselves, their communities, and their companies. Make this era. Let's see. Not as lobbyists, not as hype machines, people building real products, seeing real trade-offs and trying and leveraging AI as a regular part of their daily work and practices. Oh, okay, that's cool. That's a good idea. All right, so we'll come back to this. All right, so we're gonna go play a little. Where I'm gonna go is this thing called Astrocade, which if you haven't seen it, is kind of cool. Astrocade.com. So here's all these video games. Right? Just like, like any old sort of, crappy, what do they call it? Casual games, casual gaming. And so every one of these games, let's see, play it, hit play, level 1. I guess I have to, okay, I sort of see what's happening here. I gotta mine diamonds and kill the zombies. Oh, choose skill. We'll go that one. All right. So anyway, so that's a game, and maybe it's got sound, maybe it doesn't. I don't hear anything right now. But this is just like Lovable, where not only can you play the games, you can go make your own. All right. So we're gonna say, I want a game like, what's the one called? Angry Birds. I want a game like Angry Birds, but where you shoot the furry animals into someone else's let's see, board game and mess it up. All right. We'll let that, it might ask me some questions here. So one of my favorite ways to test AI things like this is give it really stupid prompts and see how it does it. Furry fiasco. Launch adorable physics-defying furry creatures from a slingshot onto an opponent's digital board game, aiming to knock over their pieces and cause maximum mayhem. Strategically choose your angle. Okay, hilarious physics, a variety of fun. Here's a mock-up. Sign in to create. Oh, damn it. Sign in with Google. We'll do single sign in. This is free, by the way. Did it remember? Okay, this is a good thing. One of my pet peeves is these companies will do this where you start a process and then they're like, oh, sign in to continue. and you sign in and it remembers all the shit it forgets all the shit you typed in. This didn't do that, so that's a good sign. Okay, so this is now going to make our game. We'll come back to this. So this is vibe coding, where I gave it a shitty prompt about a shitty game idea, and let's see if it makes this a playable game. Okay, let me go back and finish my, this is my Wednesday post. Today is the day. All right, DC Flyin Day. Here's what I'll be focused on start to finish, helping founders show up as humans using AI to make a difference for themselves, their communities, and their companies, not as lobbyists, not as hype machines, but as people building real products, seeing real trade-offs, and leveraging AI as a regular part of their daily work and practices. People don't need to know the times we're doing shit. Breakfast at Junction Bistro. I'm just going to say breakfast. Oops. Capitol Hill briefing. We'll just say at noon. Briefing and round table. Oh no, this is not a round table. This is a Capitol Hill briefing and moderated discussion at noon. I'll give opening remarks. The Abundance Institute will lead the discussion, and we'll open it up to the Hill staff, to Capitol Hill staff. Okay. Welcome reception at Silver Lion. I don't know. I think I'll just say welcome reception in early evening. Daisy and I will welcome everyone, connect the dots across the group, and set the tone for Thursday's meetings. The AI Salon doesn't expect to be in the conversation. We exist to make the conversation better. That's horseshit. We're going to get rid of that. All right. This first day is where we really get to know one another and talk about our past experiences with this kind of work and relax before an intense day coming up. No rest for the wicked! Exclamation point. Kyle Shannon. Okay, there's that. And then we're going to go schedule post. Oops, I just hit save draft. So we're going to go to drafts. We're going to go edit. Wait. We're going to go in here. We got to add a picture to this one. So this is the opening day one. So we'll do. Did I use that one yet? I think I did. No, I used that one. All right, I'll use that one. I don't think I've used this one. If I have, we'll have to go change it. All right, save. Today is the day. Today. Can I edit this stuff? Yes. Today. It begins. the DC Flyin, that is. All right, schedule post. So this is going to be on Wednesday, 21st. We're going to do this at 6:30 a.m. Schedule post. We're going to notify people. Beautiful. Fantastic. Fantastic. Let's go look at our scheduled posts. Oh, I didn't do a graphic for this one. That's bad. Edit. And nobody yelled at me. Nobody's paying attention because we're not paying attention to you, Kyle. This is relatively would it be rude for me to say boring? We'll do that one. That one's pretty funny. Okay. Network error. Thanks, Mighty Networks. This is really one of the better experiences I've had using really expensive cloud-based software. Okay, beautiful, fantastic. Save. Wait, members opted into receiving a daily, no. Reschedule post. Schedule posts, notify. Okay. So yes, so we've got that graphic, we've got that graphic, we got that graphic, we got that one. So it begins, we got the little constellations, beautiful. And then we got one more. Let's just get it done. Let's knock it out, and then we're fucking done. All right, let's see. This is where it gets real. Okay, fantastic. I'm going to copy this. We're going to go over to the AI Salon. I don't know if you've ever been to the AI Salon, but if you go, it's an awesome place. There's awesome people in here. They're really good. They're really smart. They're super sweet. You should see the people in here. They're just awesome. I don't know if you've been in here, but you should be in here. Why are you not in here? This is where it gets real. I wonder where everyone from Twitter came from. Did you ever figure that out, producer Brandon? Today is the full-on work day. Sure are a quiet bunch. Well, the thing about Twitter is that when they add to our view count, if they leave, it doesn't reduce the view count by 1. So it just keeps ticking up. So part of why they might be quiet is they might not be here. They might have stumbled in here and gone, who's this guy? Nah. All right. Robert Rossi's here. Okay, this is the kind of day where AI policy stops being a headline and becomes a hallway conversation. A small conference room with staffer with 3 minutes between votes, and the founder trying to explain it without turning it into theater. And why legislators must balance opportunity. Let's see. Must balance protecting us from risk with access to opportunities AI provides to startups and individuals. Okay. We can do this like that. In I'm going to come back and edit this one. I'm not happy with this one, but I'm too tired tonight to edit it. But let me go find a picture for it. I think it's that one. Yeah, that's the one. Okay. Oh, God damn it. Come on, man. Third time's the charm. There we go. All right. We're going to schedule this bad boy for Wednesday. No, this is Thursday at 6:30 a.m. Notify. And then we should see, if we go to scheduled posts, we've got tomorrow's Saturday. So there's Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Beautiful. That is done. I've got a couple of loops to close. Like, I've got to go edit. Some of these have just got shitty AI writing in them that I got to go take out and fix. But they're not horrible. Like, if they go out as is, I can live with it, but they're not going to. But they're scheduled. They're in. Loop closed. Beautiful. Okay, now, while I'm here, where did we put that community feed, Brandon? Yes. Okay. So here's what I'd like. It's salon announcements? I don't think so. No, it's community feed. Hello, saloners. As you know, we might be going there. Please share a personal story of how AI has changed your life. Okay, so go to the AI Salon. There's 22 of you in here. There's some amount of you over on the YouTube side and the Twitter side. Go to the AI Salon in the community feed. The first post there says, "Hey, AI Saloners. As you may know, Daisy Thomas and I are hosting a Washington, D.C. Flyin. What I'd love to do is to have you go in here and share your story of how AI has changed your life in some way." Okay? So, made a difference for you and your kids, made a difference at work. You didn't get laid off because you have been, generously leading with this AI stuff. do me a favor. Take this as weekend homework, as keep up with the posts that I've scheduled. I will also be posting them on LinkedIn, and just wish us luck in DC next week. But over the weekend, if you could share your story next week for the live, because I'm going to be in DC, it's probably going to be a very disrupted week. I'll be going live Monday night. I'll be traveling Tuesday night. I've got a reception Wednesday night, so I may or may not go after that. Then Thursday's the big heavy day, and then I'm traveling Friday. I might be live Friday, but I might not. I don't know when I get in. So next week's going to be very disjointed. So this is what you get. I'll see you Monday. But everyone, have a good weekend, and I hope you have a good one. All right, best of times. Great.
Hey, wait, don't leave.
Don't leave. Okay.
Astro.
Oh,
you gotta see your game.
Astrocade. Let's see. Oops, it looks like there's a mistake. Fix it. Is it fixing it? All right. Thank you for that. I totally would have abandoned it. All right. Retry next level. It's not working. I can't shoot anything. The pieces just fall. TikTok question. The Ace Wheelie, got any tips on how to get around Claude's message limits? I hate waiting. No, I don't. Listen, all of these tools have their foibles. Anthropic, I don't know what the fuck is going on with Anthropic. Like, it's clearly just a cost thing. They're not burning through money as quick as OpenAI is. They haven't raised as much, so I think it's just their way of surviving. But it's really, what I hear from people is they love Claude. They love Claude for coding. They love Claude for writing, and they're absolutely fucking frustrated with the rate limits on Claude. I don't know of a good answer to it. You can up your subscription to the max subscription, but I think even that one fucking rate limits out. So got nothing for you. I got nothing. Kyle, you need either Meta glasses or a GoPro to let us go to DC with you. Yeah, I really should get some sort of live streaming glasses, shouldn't I? get tackled by security in all these buildings. Are those glasses? Those glasses have cameras in them. Our sensors are detecting there's some signals coming out of your head, sir. Oh man, I split the work with ChatGPT and Claude. That's the only way I know to do it, is just use ChatGPT for organizing tasks or basic tasks, and then limit your use over in Claude. I don't have a good answer for that one. That's just shitty management on their part, because there's a lot of complaints about that I hear. Oh, Cam's watching. Hey Cam, how you doing? Cam Ketkin from Cleveland. I know you checked in. Good. Well, good to see you, and I'm glad you're here. I hope you do well, and yeah, I'll be in DC next week, so it's going to be a little disjointed here, but check in on the salon, and let us know how things are going. Yeah, I know, Joy. Yeah, I hope everything goes really well. All right, everybody, I'm out of here. Have a fantastic weekend. Please go share your story of AI impact over in the AI Salon. That would be great if you did that this